Look at this guy carrying a box. Look at this guy carrying a box. You know what day it is. What day is it, you ask? Today's new bike day for Mr. Christopher Kim. Aw, look at that. Aw, look at that. Aw, new bike day. You excited?
Yep, ready.
Let's ride. Let's ride.
I actually think we want it in one piece.
Wow. Oh, it's so pretty.
It is pretty.
Son. Sick nasty bike, Chris.
I'm having so much fun just holding this. I want you to know.
So now you want your stem to be aligned with your front wheel. You don't need to gorilla fist it, it just needs to be tight enough.
Is that a technical term?
It is. The rule of thumb is that if your spacers don't spin, then it's tight enough. And they're not spinning, so you're good.
How deep can we go? As deep as you can, obviously. A less mature adult.
But really though.
I'm sorry. Zach did some wizard magic. Now the brakes are being installed.
I don't know. So this brake is doing something that we want the front brake to do.
What?
I don't know what.
It's gonna be a montage of your struggles.
Oh,
what?
We are going to Home Depot because we don't have cable cutters. And as you can see, it's now dark. I told Chris that this would take 1 hour. It obviously has not. I don't know how to do brakes. Everyone just be brakeless for life, yo, and be a super cool kid. So you don't have to deal with brakes and have to spend 3 hours building a bike that you don't know how to build. You know, if I had this tool outside of this package, I would be able to just cut it, and it'd be great. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so do this 3 times a week, top it off with cardio, and you'll have a six-pack and ripped biceps in no time. I've never done brakes before. This may or may not be correct. So, I don't have the rest of the footage for this night because it was really frustrating. 2 things were going on with this Kilo TT. First was the front brake. It was the wrong brake for the bike. It did not fit, it was much too small, and we brought it to Retrogression, and Dave at Retrogression said, yeah, this brake is defective. You need a new one. Second problem that was going on with this bike was that the front wheel was really damaged, and we did not know this while we were building the bike. So I stayed up all night and trued that wheel. This has been my most recent experience from Bikes Direct. Usually they're really good, but in this instance, it was kind of frustrating. On with the vlog. See Sam? Yeah. So what's going on today?
It's a beautiful morning on Saturday. You know, we're going up this gorgeous mountain with this fog rolling over, and with all these Asian people climbing up this mountain. Yeah, yep. That's what we're doing. Yep. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray on top of the mountain. Yeah, we're gonna pray on top of the mountain
with all of these Asian people.
Yeah, with all of these. Oh my God.
So Peter, if you could describe this hike as an ice cream flavor, what would it be?
Rocky Road.
Rocky Road. That's a good one. Why are we taking a picture when we get back and not at the top?
There's no indication that this is what it is, you know?
There's a marker at the top.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. One, two, three.
this kid. Now, Ricky, please stop giving me problems. Let's be friends, and let's go for a ride. I know we have our differences, but I would like to ride with you. Pardon the wind, I have not gotten a windscreen yet. But here's the dealio, yo. Tonight is a full moon, which means that tonight there is a full moon bike ride. I am currently on my bike because I am on the way to said full moon bike ride. The only problem is the ride is all the way across town and I am all the way on the other side of town because that's how prepositions work. A total of 40 minutes and here we are. So we've got a problem right now. So I'm in downtown and the werewolves are about 5 minutes away. They're literally just like right down here on the harbor and to the left. My tire, the valve core, completely popped out, but my roommates were able to, what we thought, fix it. But apparently, I've lost some serious tire pressure on the way, and it looks like probably not going to be able to make it in time. Okay, well, I definitely didn't make it on time because it's 5 minutes late. But they never leave on time anyway, so I definitely won't be able to make it before they leave, unfortunately. I'm really bummed. I am really bummed. Yeah, I know, phone, I know. Full moon bike ride from 8 to 9 p.m. If you'd like to check out my disappointing bike ride, come and check me out on Strava at Zach Y. Gallardo. This is fun. This ride is fun. Just because you don't want to go on a ride doesn't mean we can both not go on a ride. Dreams come true, Durand.
Apparently not, kids.
Not tonight. Not tonight. So lately, every time I've tried to do something bike related, it goes wrong. And something stupid happens that just stops me from going out on a ride. But today is the day that I finally get to go out on a ride, and we're starting it right with a lovely and delicious burrito. Something about cycling that just goes really well with burritos. I don't know what it is. So I just spent a couple hours here at this cafe, and it's about 4 o'clock right now, and I've yet to eat lunch, so it is time for Mexican food and cycling, part 2. My experience, the best Mexican food comes from places like this. Take a look at this. There's just a drive-through and just a little overhang area where you can eat, and it's really no frills, but really good food. Here's all this food for $10. I need a moment. I didn't know there was such a thing, but I think I just experienced value overload. Mistakes were made. So So here's the pro tip for this month's vlog. Know your burrito capacity. It will serve you well. Let me ask you this. How can something so good hurt so much? So earlier in this vlog, I think I might have said something along the lines of nothing beats Mexican food and cycling. Something about cycling that just goes really well with burrito. Except for the fact that not Mexican food and cycling is better. So we are here at the schmancy University of San Diego because they have a really pretty campus, and I want to talk to you all about gum wall tires. But you won't be seeing that right now. You'll see that in a couple days. But before I do that, I think I'm going to sit for a while. This is nice. I'm really tempted to ride my bike in there, but I know better. Not tonight. Not tonight, at least. Tonight. It should have been today, but tonight I want to talk about something important. And that is adaptability. Because throughout this entire month, I've had plans to do things and plans to accomplish things, to go on rides, get bike things done, and then nothing just ever goes according to plan. Like even today, I wanted to get a lot of video work done, and I wanted to go on a ride and go to Sunset Cliffs and show you around Sunset Cliffs, and it would have been great. But instead, I ate Mexican food and had to loaf around at the University of San Diego for about 4 hours until now I feel well enough to just even ride home now. I'm always overly ambitious, and I always want to get things done more than I can humanly achieve. And I think it's more important to be able to handle whatever life throws at you. And the thing about life and the thing about planning is that there is always something that goes wrong. And some of you might think, well, maybe you just suck at planning, Zach. And maybe I do. Regardless, the fact remains that there is usually something that will go wrong. And so for me, it's much more important to be adaptable and to be able to adjust to those changes and make things work out, even if it's not exactly how you want it to work out. And being adaptable and being able to roll with the punches is exactly what vlogging is about. You don't exactly know what you're going to end up with. You don't exactly know what you're going to record, or heck, what the people who you give your camera to are going to record. And so you really have to work with what you've got. And a lot of times what you're able to create with the things that you wouldn't even think of being able to capture is a lot better than what you would be able to just conceive out of your own imagination. And so from a creative perspective, and as somebody who makes videos, I think that adaptability is really key, and it makes for much better content. And just being able to create out of the things that we're given and the things that we kind of just end up having, like this footage, becomes much more poignant and gives a much greater message than strictly planning everything out. And again, I think planning has its merits, but I'm much more of someone who likes to go with the flow and roll with the punches. It's my uninformed spiel on adaptability and trying to handle whatever life throws at you. And so with that, I'll see you in the next video.